Today guys, we are talking about if COSTCO have done it again. Have they improved on their Kirkland Performance golf ball? We know the golf ball has been one of the hot topics really of the year. It has, well, for the last couple of years. For the price, obviously coming in at just over £1 a ball, you can get 2 dozen. You can get them nice and easy from the COSTCO website or from COSTCO itself. And they're competing with the Pro V1, obviously the same kind of construction. And a lot of people are saying they get the same kind of performance. Again, what kind of golfer do you have to be able to tell the difference? But I've got one of the new golf balls, one of last year's models, and we're going to see if I can tell any difference. This is before we can get an everyday golfer to test these and see if he can spot the difference. But straight away, I'm going to come in here and see if I can see any difference in flight and any difference in feel off the club face. So a great strike there. Felt exactly like it has done for the last couple of years. I know which one that is, and that's pretty close up there. So let's come in with the second golf ball. Now this is the question. Looking at the two Kirkland golf balls here, I've got a number 2 in both the new and the old. Which one is which? That's the big question. We can see there exactly the same logo on the side. Obviously feel the same, obviously looks wise. There's only one thing that separates them on the golf course, which is what? Which one's the new, which one's the old? You tell me, comment below, but I will reveal by the end of the video. Right, here we go. So again, a very similar strike, an identical flight and an identical distance. So let's get up onto the green, let's have a look before discussing what the boxes say. What do the boxes say that are different? They're going to help you and still save you money. So up on the green nice and early this morning, we can see the second golf ball. I didn't quite catch as well, and we can see that's pitched into the slope, jumped forward and stopped within a yard. We can actually see from the first ball that I struck that it has had a little bit of the elusive backspin. If I have a quick turn of this golf ball, and let's have a look, we can see this is actually last year's model. So the green dye is a little bit of wetting agent here on the green. And we can see this is the newer model. Again, not the perfect strike. Distance-wise would have been identical if I'd caught it just as good. So not much difference. You'll see, so the previous Kirkland Signature golf ball does have the dots either side of the Performance Plus. But if we're talking core, it does say on the box, as you will see, a soft and high elastic core to maximise distance. The mantle interacts with the soft cover to generate optimised spin for iron and wedge shots, and the cover is a durable urethane cover for spin and greenside control. So if we now talk about the markings on the new Performance, we can see that it just says Performance Plus, but funnily enough, as you'll see by the box, the core is a soft and high elastic core to maximise distance. The mantle interacts with a soft cover to generate optimised spin for wedge shots, and the cover, no surprise, is a durable urethane cover for spin and greenside control. So you're probably thinking there exactly what I am. What is the difference then? And that is exactly what we're trying to figure out. Obviously this is going to take a lot more testing. This is going to be testing the durability of this golf ball over a longer period of time. Is it more durable than the previous Kirkland? I'm not so sure. There's obviously going to be improvements in the core. You'll see we've actually cut 2 golf balls open, and we'll start to look at that shortly. We're going to start to see that yes, it's a 3-piece golf ball, but what have they done differently? Have they gained something? Have they changed the thickness of one of the layers to get a little bit more speed? Again, up here first is the old Signature. I'm going to hit this with a driving iron. And again, the flight exactly as I would expect from that kind of golf ball and that kind of club. Launching nice and low, like we said, this has been a fantastic golf ball out on the range. Is it the right golf ball for everyone? That's what you have to ask yourself. Do you need a 3-piece urethane cover? This encourages a lower ball flight. Do you need a lower ball flight, or do you need a 2-piece golf ball that's going to get the ball launching a little bit higher? So 2 very similar strikes there. So again, be very interesting to get up there and see any difference. We didn't see any difference from the irons. Will we see any difference from a driving iron? As I walk up here, straight away we can see there is consistency. We can see gone pretty much the exact same distance, so neither of them performing or outperforming each other, but let's test it with what everybody wants to see, the driver. So let's put it to the test with the driver before we get some numbers. So we'll see. First up is actually the latest, or the new Kirkland Signature Golf Ball. Let's see the flight. Again, a nice penetrating ball flight. Everything that I'd expect, and everything that I expect from Kirkland as a golf ball, we know exactly how this is going to fly. Again, if I move to the older one, let's see. And again, price-wise, guys, these haven't changed, so they haven't drastically jumped up. It's just a newer model. Is there much difference? Do you need to go out of your way to get these? We'll see by the numbers shortly. And again, a very similar flight, two very similar strikes there. Let's get into the studio, let's talk some numbers before we decide, is the new better or are they the same? So guys, first up is the old Kirkland. So let's hit a couple here in the simulator. Let's see what we can get. Again, a pretty good strike there, down the middle, carry. 265 going out to 290. Excellent according to GolfZone. So again, spin down there at 2000, so it hasn't overspun, which is a good thing. Obviously, one thing that I do get with a golf ball sometimes is a little bit too much spin, but let's obviously change that ball over now to the new Kirkland. Let's see, obviously, do we get any more distance? That was a pretty good strike, so we'd take that. So launched a little bit higher. Again, that's more me than the golf ball. Let's see carry-wise. 277, a little bit better strike, over 300 yards. Only a nice shot that time, unfortunately. But 1500 spin, so very low on the spin side, but pretty close. Let's hit one more with each. So let's hit another one now with the old Kirkland. So let's try and get one out very similar. Bad shot, pretty good strike. 1.9 spin, so very consistent with that. 280 carry, gone 302, so a nice shot again. So very similar strike there, so very interesting that a good strike is coming about the same, and this is when we talk about golf balls. Has there been a massive improvement? Has there been a massive change? It all depends where you hit it on the face. If you misstrike it, any golf ball's not going to go as far. But let's hit one more with the latest Kirkland. Right. Final one. So launched a bit higher, still down at 1.5 spin, carry. 290, gone 315. So yes, a little bit further, a little bit more club head speed in that one, so it has come off a little bit quicker. Nice and low spinning, so a combination of the Paradigm, Triple Diamond and this golf ball is getting me plenty of distance. I maybe just need to work on my swing.